nature, violence, the whole nine. And so we watched the movie, and naturally I was upset. I was disturbed for, as many reasons as you could think of, but I was unsettled. So there was a specific reason that movie we ended up seeing at that time, because usually we just kind of sit in the house and watch movies, but we went to go see this movie, and I knew that this had something to do with the word that was supposed to be given. Something about the fight that the people had in Selma needed to be conveyed to the people of God today. Well, I prayed. I said, God, what is it that you want me to see? And I'm working this thing out. We're on our way, from the show, and I'm just talking, and Raphael said, what are you saying? What are you saying? And I said, I'm just working this thing out. I'm talking to God. I'm working this thing out. And God at that moment began to show me, as a creator, how to unpack this thing. So as they fought for the voting rights, and they marched, and people were beaten, and I know the movie didn't cover everything, because of course Hollywood won't give us that, but that's all right. We know what the struggle was. I began to see the same struggle today. I got frustrated. I said, well, they're still killing our sons and our brothers and our fathers. They're still sending our women to jail unjustly. There's still issues and problems, and I don't see any progress. My flesh said there was no progress. So I get in the car with my daddy. I'm a daddy's girl. Lord help me. So I get in the car with my father, and he's giving me a ride to work. And he will be 66 on Tuesday. And if I had time to tell that testimony, my God, he's good. Just I thank God. So I'm telling my dad, I'm like, we went to see Selma, and nothing changed, Daddy. And I'm sick of it. And he said, baby, I lived through Selma. And even though things are not what they should be, there has been progress. It's just that you haven't seen it. You haven't seen the change. You only see what you're seeing now. But baby, I promise you that there was progress. So we began to talk, and I thank God for my dad, for him being my covering. And we began to continue to talk, and I tell him about the house of healing, and how I'm growing, and I'm not the same woman I was 2 months ago, a year ago, and I'm thankful for that. And I began, and I began to talk to him about, I'm like, Lord, my foundation is built. I've been doing this thing a little while now, and he told me a long time ago, because when I did my trial sermon, I picked out this outfit. I had some leopard print shoes and a long brown skirt and a nice little blouse, very, covering. And I was ready, and I went to my pastor and I said, this is what I got, Pastor Mama, this is what I got. And she looked at me and she said, take that back to the store and get you a black suit. And I cried, and I was so upset, and I didn't understand. And I went to my dad, and he said, well, baby, before you change tradition, before you break tradition, you have to learn it. So as we're talking about Selma, and as we're talking about the progress that has come, we were reminded of that moment, that before we break tradition, we have to learn it. We have to know what it is that we're fighting against. We can't go against an enemy and not know the plan. We can't go up against the enemy if we don't know our weapons. We can't go up against that enemy. You don't bring a gun. You don't bring a knife to a gunfight. That's right.